WWE 2K15 main event is live right here on Twitch. We are live from Phoenix, Arizona, right here on Twitch, as the Hit Squad makes their way to the ring for a number one contender tag title action. Neville and Gabriel, an exciting international team. Of course, Gabriel from South Africa and Neville from, hailing from England. And they'll be taking on the devastating Ascension as these men try to move on in the number one contender tag team tournament. This tournament is exclusive to main event, and we should have number one contenders for the Royal Rumble by the time it's all said and done. Now, of course, we already have a very busy tag team division, as the Shield has both the New Day and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, the grapplers, lined up for tag team title shots. So this tournament will conclude, and the winners will get their title shot in January at the Royal Rumble. Of course, this is the third week in December. We're just a little over a week away from the TLC pay-per-view, where it was announced this past Monday that John Cena will defend the WWE Championship against RVD and Daniel Bryan in a triple threat matchup. And we should have an update on SmackDown on whether that'll be a normal triple threat or an Extreme Rules contest. As the Ascension make their way to the ring, Connor and Victor looking to move on in this number one contenders tournament. Came up short against the grapplers, Kidd and Cesaro, and they'll try to change their luck right here tonight. And there's the bell as Neville goes right to work against Connor with the Hurricanrana. Adrian Neville, so great as a high-flying superstar, but it's come up a little short recently in his attempts to move onwards and upwards. Didn't make it into the Elimination Chamber for the European title. I know he was very disappointed when I spoke to him about that. And now he's got the opportunity to get into this tag team title number one contendership and possibly go up against any number of teams. We're not even sure who's going to be the tag team champions by the time the Royal Rumble comes around. With New Day, the Grapplers, and the Shield all competing for the title, absolutely anything can happen. And absolutely everything is happening to Connor here as he gets hit with the standing shooting star press. Neville's so impressive in the ring. Connor's looking for a way out here, makes the tag to Victor. And Neville's right there, no fear from the man that gravity forgot. And Gabriel tries to... Oh, and look at that cutter. Look at that cutter by Adrian Neville. Great maneuver there. And the Dare Wolf himself, Justin Gabriel on the outside. Both these men extremely experienced high flyers, can come out of nowhere with any sort of high flying maneuver. As you can see there, that corkscrew moonsault by Neville. Into the cover now. 1, 2, and Victor kicks out. And Victor makes his quick tag to the outside. Well, looking like Neville more than happy to deal with the Ascension here up front. Oh, but he just wanted to make the tag for the tag team maneuver with Gabriel. And look at this, atomic drop by Neville and big boot by Gabriel. Both of these men also known for their kicks as much as they're known for their high-flying abilities. You can see there, Connor makes the tag, but still eats a kick. Oh, and a backbreaker by Victor. Leaves Gabriel on the mat. Of course, other huge matches coming up at TLC. Christian will defend his newly won Intercontinental Championship against The Miz in a TLC match. The Hardcore Championship will be on the line as Corey Graves tries to get his title back from R-Truth. And the Divas Championship will be on the line as Tamina looks to wrestle the title away from AJ Lee. And Gabriel with the standing moonsault now brings all his weight crashing down onto Victor. And Victor in the wrong neck of the woods hits the boot. He doesn't want to get caught with another tag team maneuver from the Hit Squad. And he quickly makes a tag to Connor. Connor and Victor making very good, quick tags here, not letting either man get too exhausted. As Gabriel eats huge punches from Connor, but he snaps off a hurricane of his own, hooks a leg, and only gets one. Very hard to keep the big man down with a maneuver like that. But not hard to keep him down with a DDT like that. Great strategy by Justin Gabriel. Gabriel with the drop toe hold and Neville with the elbow drop. Great double teaming from this high-flying duo. And Neville goes onto the apron, and Connor brings him right back in, landing hard on the tailbone. And Victor hooks up Neville and takes him over with a beautiful snap suplex. And Neville, great job with the crucifix pin now. One. And only gets a one before Victor escapes. But it looked like it took a little bit out of Victor getting dropped on his neck and shoulders like that. And Neville brings him back into his team's corner. Makes the tag to Gabriel. And this time they get Victor with the atomic drop boot combo. Really bringing the kicks to the head of Victor. And now Gabriel and Neville really pulling it together here. The Hit Squad living up to the name, putting out a hit on Victor here. Gonna leave him laying and try to pick up that big victory in this #1 Contenders tournament. Oh, Victor fighting his way out of the corner, doesn't want to get double teamed again. And he successfully makes it to his partner. Oh, big boot to the face and then the chop block. Now there's a great strategy from Connor. Gotta stop these high-flying guys from getting around so quickly. And look at the strength of Connor here. Up from the floor. Power bomb. Wow. Such strength from the Ascension. And Connor especially bringing that power to this matchup. Shoots Neville into the ropes. Stiff spine buster leaves Neville laying. And he drops an elbow right into the chest. Oh, and the flapjack absolutely flattens Neville center of the ring. Connor for the cover, and Neville's right there. Gabriel's right there to break it up. Neville slips out the back with the Russian leg sweep. Gotta make it to his partner here, I would think. Standing shooting star press. Is that enough to finish it? No, Connor kicks out. And Victor was right there, just in case. And Neville, reverse hurricanrana, dumps Connor right on his head. And this could definitely be it now, the cover 1. And now Victor right there. This time Victor is needed to break up the pin. Things are getting heated in this number 1 contenders tag tournament matchup. Back and forth action here between the Hit Squad and the Ascension. As Neville sends Connor back into the corner. What do they have in mind this time? Neville and Gabriel, double slingshot. Double hip toss. And the double kicks. Great maneuvering by these two. Into the cover now. Neville was out as Victor comes in and breaks up that pinfall. The Ascension have not been able to utilize any of their tag team maneuvers, but the Hit Squad has been all about it here as Neville comes back in. Drop toe hold, elbow combination, been very successful for them tonight. And Connor is putting in work today. It's having to save, Victor putting in a lot of work today, having to save Connor several times so far in this matchup. And Connor's looking to create some space with the full Nelson slam. Oh, and what a waste. I think he should have tagged his partner in. I think Connor's extremely tired, and he should have went all the way like he was going to do and tag his partner Victor. But now, once again, he's caught in the Hit Squad's corner, and it can only mean bad things for Connor. Like that top rope Hurricanrana. Leaves Connor center of the ring, and Neville's still not done with him. And now Connor realizes what he should have done in the first place as he steps to the outside. And Victor back in, you can see Connor slump over the rope. He is absolutely destroyed as Neville makes the tag to Gabriel. And one more time, big boot to the face of Victor. And this could absolutely be it here, covered by Gabriel. 1, 2, oh, and Connor just makes it in time. Standing dropkick by Gabriel, fires up Neville. And Victor in the ropes. Oh, reverse neck snap by Gabriel, vicious maneuver. Gets the Hit Squad one step closer to victory here tonight. And look at Gabriel waiting on Victor. Oh, he's got him up. And spins him onto his face. We saw that move many times in his epic cage match with R-Truth. Almost 2 months ago, had the 1 hour cage match with R-Truth to Justin Gabriel. And he's been trying to focus that momentum into something new ever since, but look at that spinning heel kick by Victor. Buys him an opportunity to tag in Connor. And the Ascension might be getting some momentum in this matchup. Huge gut buster by Connor. Leaves Gabriel laying for the cover, and only gets a 1 count. And look at this, now a backbreaker working over the core of Justin Gabriel. And back in comes Victor, big forearm to the body. And look at that, standing takeover. Oh, chop blocked by Gabriel, and he hits the jumping super kick. My goodness, I think I saw Victor's teeth in the 3rd row. And Gabriel turns him over for the cover, but Connor makes it just in time. A big night tonight here on Main Event. Daniel Bryan seeks revenge against Wade Barrett for that assault from 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. Oh, and look at that. Pump handle neckbreaker by Gabriel. Will that be enough now? 1. Oh, wow, it's too close to the ropes. Bad break for Gabriel. But as I was saying, Daniel Bryan faces Wade Barrett here tonight for that brutal assault from 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. We will fill another spot in the Divas Fatal 4-Way number 1 contenders match. And in our main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin has challenged CM Punk to a best-of-5 series, and we will kick that off right here tonight. And Victor comes crashing down with the fist drop, and again on Gabriel. as the Ascension carve out a spot for themselves in this match now. Took a lot of beatings from the Hit Squad. And look at this. Victor with the hip toss lines up in the corner. What a turnaround for the Ascension as they hit the Fall of Man on Justin Gabriel. But will this be it? And it is. Neville not able to make it in time. What a surprising victory here tonight. The Hit Squad in control for the majority of this matchup, but they can't put it together as the Ascension wipes out Justin Gabriel with the Fall of Man. See, let's take a look at some highlights here. You see Victor went right to work on Neville. Neville shot him into the corner. And look at this great double team. The Hit Squad so close to getting the victory here tonight. Scoop up, atomic drop, and Gabriel would run through with the boot. I really thought that would be it for them, but turns out the Ascension reigns supreme. See Gabriel lined up. Victor with the elbow. Connor with the sweep. The Fall of Man for the cover. The count. And the victory. And what a matchup this makes for the number 1 Contenders Tournament, as the first second round match will be the Megastars, Curtis Axel and Batista, versus the Ascension. What a matchup that should be in the second round of the tournament. Next week's first round matchup will be Dance Party, Adam Rose and Fandango, versus the Authorities, Triple H and Big Show. And since Wade Barrett is such a fan of jumping people in the aisle, what better way to settle this grudge between Bryan and Barrett than a Falls Count Anywhere matchup? And it's been a hell of a month for Wade Barrett. Came up short in the number 1 Contenders Intercontinental title tournament. Came up short in the Elimination Chamber. Ended up, that is, former tag team partner William Regal ended up walking away with the title, and in the process, their tag team was destroyed, as Barrett himself constantly betrayed his partner William Regal in that match, and now they're in a full-blown feud that is going out of control, quite frankly, over on SmackDown. Wade Barrett attacked Daniel Bryan on the first SmackDown after Elimination Chamber, forcing a Falls Count Anywhere match against Regal. And since then, Barrett and Regal have just been at each other's throats. But Daniel Bryan, not one to be pushed over, has recently become a number 1 contender to the WWE Championship, and he is seeking revenge for that pre-match attack from Wade Barrett. Can he put it all together here tonight on a Falls Count Anywhere match? We'll find out right here tonight. And of course, the Yes Man, in a little over 1 week, will face John Cena and RVD for the WWE Championship at TLC. I will be finding out this Friday. Will that match be a straight-up triple threat or an Extreme Rules match? Tune out Friday right here on Twitch to find out. And right now we're finding out that the WWE Universe still loves Daniel Bryan, as we're all yesing along with our favorite bearded superstar. And there's the bell as these two lock up. Of course, bad news, Barrett wants to deliver some bad news here to Daniel Bryan, that he will not be able to avenge that beatdown. And there's a brutal right hand right to the face of Daniel Bryan. Knocks him right to the floor. And we're already outside the ring in this Falls Count Anywhere contest. Daniel Bryan got his hands on Wade Barrett, tosses him back in the ring. Huge club to the chest, and a brutal boot to the side of the head. Daniel Bryan was so looking forward to the match against his former mentor, William Regal, and was really, and justifiably so, very angry that he was attacked by Wade Barrett. You know, you don't always get a chance to face your mentors on a high a scale as SmackDown, and that opportunity was taken away from Daniel Bryan, and he looks for revenge right here tonight. And Wade Barrett looks to send Daniel Bryan flying with that belly-to-belly suplex. And now the tape fists come raining down onto Daniel Bryan. They don't come quite as rough and tough as Wade Barrett, former bare-knuckle brawler, former Intercontinental Champion, and looking to soon be the European Champion. And Daniel Bryan now starting to come back, elbows right into the chest, throws the wild dropkick, but Wade Barrett wasn't quite to his feet yet. Hard shot to the ribs by Barrett. Sends Bryan, oh look at that, fakes him out with the Irish whip and clubs him over the back of the head. At Bad News Barrett drives the knee into the mat and goes right back to the belly-to-belly suplex. Look at those right hands from Barrett, just really put knots on the head of Daniel Bryan and into the spinebuster. Follows it up with the pin. No, only a 2 count. Bryan kicks out. Barrett and Regal will be having their match on SmackDown. Should be next week's edition of SmackDown. If not, we'll figure something out for possibly main event next week. And Barrett just laying into Bryan with that baseball bat. Oh, and there's a shot right to the head. Oh my goodness. And Bryan now finds his way out with the shoulder buster. And you can see that's really bothering Barrett as he was on the mat. And Bryan now showing that he's not the only one who can bare knuckle brawl. And look at this. Suplex on the floor. Drops Wade Barrett right on the back of his head for the 1, 2. Oh, and Barrett kicks out. And look at Daniel Bryan now. Kicks to the chest. And the kick to the head takes Wade Barrett right down, face first to the mat. And the cover now 1, 2. And Barrett survives again, showing that fighting spirit that only someone like Wade Barrett can possess. And now a head and arm suplex on the floor by Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan keeping the pressure on 1, 2. And Barrett kicks out again. Of course, Daniel Bryan swept Chris Jericho 3 straight submission victories. That earned him his shot at the WWE Championship. And RVD has just been a spectacular WWE Intercontinental Champion this year, 4 times this year Intercontinental Champion. And I think that's enough work to earn a WWE title shot. What a triple threat match that should be. But right now, Wade Barrett just laying waste to Daniel Bryan with those steel steps. And he's got him, scoops him up for the wasteland. And will this be it for Daniel Bryan here? Wade Barrett absolutely exhausted. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and it's all over. Wade Barrett has defeated Daniel Bryan here on Main Event. And you gotta believe this gives Wade Barrett a huge boost in standing in the WWE. Just beat a top contender for the WWE Championship here on Main Event in this Falls Count Anywhere matchup. But now Wade Barrett reigns supreme for another week. Will Bryan or Regal seek revenge after tonight's brutal matchup? We'll have to find out another night. And now, which one of these beautiful ladies will make it into the Divas #1 Contender Fatal 4-Way matchup? Summer Rae came up short at Survivor Series, but she's looking to make her way to another title shot by picking up a win in this huge triple threat match here tonight. And of course, next week on Main Event, her team of Fandango and Adam Rose will be in the #1 Contender Tag Title Tournament as they take on Triple H and Big Show, the Authorities. Dance Party is definitely at a disadvantage in that contest. But you never know. You never know what can happen here in the WWE. As Naomi makes her way to the ring, Naomi had an up and down year, hasn't really had a whole lot of Divas Championship opportunities. Always seems to come up a little short when it's time to get to that #1 Contenders match. But now she has a big opportunity. Can she get into this fatal 4-way Contenders match by winning the triple threat here tonight on Main Event? Doesn't have her former partner Cameron to worry about, so that's got to be a big help to the notorious Naomi. And here comes Natalya. Had a hell of a war with Cameron earlier this year, including a cage match. Would love to get another Divas title opportunity, slap on that sharpshooter, and become the Divas champion. But that's a couple of steps away. She's got to win this triple threat, she's got to win the fatal 4-way, and then she would have to win the championship contest. But if anybody can do it, it's the Queen of Hearts, Natalya. And there's the bell as Naomi goes right to work on Summer Rae with the side Russian leg sweep. And now look at this, Naomi and Natalya teaming up, putting the boots to Summer Rae. And Natalya drops the leg, shades of the Hitman. And look at Naomi with the leg DDT. Has to send shockwaves throughout Summer Rae. And Summer Rae, brutal punch to the face of Natalya. And Natalya taking a step back here, letting Naomi and Summer Rae do some damage. But Summer Rae's not going to let that go on too long. And look at Naomi, he's got Summer Rae in the corner. Tornado DDT. And Summer Rae is in there with enemies right now. Natalya and Naomi barely going after each other, bringing all the hurt to Summer Rae. Natalya, Northern Lights on Summer Rae, holds the pin, and Naomi breaks it up. Of course, Tamina will get her championship match in a little over 1 week at TLC. What a great matchup that should be. That'll be a Divas TLC match. You can't think of any rougher, tougher athlete to put in that TLC as far as the Divas division goes as Tamina. Can Tamina scale the ladder and get the championship? We'll find out in a little over 1 week. And it'll be live right here on Twitch. And And Summer Rae going to work on Naomi, but I think Summer Rae is definitely the person that's going to take the loss in this matchup. She's taken so much damage from Naomi and Natalya. As Natalya goes for the cover, it's Summer Rae right there to break it up quickly. A nice sidelock head takeover by Summer Rae. And now it appears Natalya is the focus of Summer Rae and Naomi. Summer Rae got herself out of that position as the punching bag in this match. Oh, that didn't take long. German suplex by Natalya. Oh my goodness. And Natalya turns her sights back to Summer Rae. Thought she might win for a cover there as Naomi misses wildly with the spinning heel kick. And there's the tornado clothesline by Natalya. And look at Naomi trying to steal the thunder. And very surprised Natalya isn't going after Naomi after she just tried to steal the pin right from her. And Naomi tried to hit the rear view, but bad luck for her as Summer Rae pulled Natalya out of the way at the very last moment. Big right hand from Naomi. And a nasty knee from Natalya comes crashing down on Naomi's face. And Summer Rae tries to create... Oh, I thought she might have got rid of Natalya and tried to go for the pin on Naomi. Would have been a good idea. And Summer Rae drops a leg across the chest of Natalya, and Naomi again in for like a vulture. Oh, wow. Naomi just trying to pick a pin at this point. Trying to snatch a victory out of nowhere, and you can't really blame her, considering that both of these ladies have been in position for championship matchups this year. And look at Natalya. Hooks the legs up, and she's got the sharpshooter applied. But unfortunately, Summer Rae's right there. And Natalya with the double stomp to the knees. Vicious maneuver by Natalya. But Naomi fights her way back to her feet. Oh, and misses the flipping clothesline. Oh, and look at that backbreaker by Natalya. Devastates Summer Rae. And a huge body slam into the ropes by Natalya. Where's she headed now? And my goodness, Natalya trying to take things to the extreme here. She has the steel steps. As Summer Rae hits the ray of light. Into the cover now. 1, 2, 3, and oh no, Natalya. And Summer Rae moves on to the Divas Fatal 4-Way #1 Contenders matchup. And this is a good sign for a dance party as one of their members is finally getting some traction. Can Summer spring back and get another Divas Championship matchup at the Royal Rumble? We'll have to find out next month. And now it's time for our main event. Can Stone Cold Steve Austin get a win on CM Punk? Stone Cold Steve Austin been having a hell of a year, and not in a good way. Lost feuds to Brock Lesnar, to Stone Cold Steve Austin, to Daniel Bryan, Hulk Hogan, and even the Viper, Randy Orton. Can Stone Cold Steve Austin pull it together and finally get some wins stacked up against CM Punk? We're gonna find out right here tonight. And CM Punk very recently lost the Hardcore Championship to Corey Graves over on Raw, and ended up losing the rematch as well. So Punk taking a little step back, taking a step away from the Hardcore division, And it's going one-on-one with fellow legend, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You can see CM Punk put some wins together and get something going, heading towards TLC. We'll find out right here tonight. Now last week right here on Main Event, Punk teamed with John Cena to defeat the team of Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can that momentum be kept up? Can Punk keep winning over the Texas Rattlesnake? I don't know that Austin's going to go down that easy, but we'll see what happens. These two clash in the center of the ring, right here on WWE 2K15 Main Event. As Punk looks out to all his fans here this evening, gotta be very highly anticipated of this matchup. Punk and Austin, a dream match, of course. And that's why Austin wanted a series. Austin wants the money, and he wants the victories. But the victories have been few and far between. There's the bell. Let's see what happens here on Main Event. They lock up Austin right to the headlock. And the takeover on Punk. Both these guys can wrestle a variety of styles. Stone Cold Steve Austin really not one to do any high-flying maneuvers these days. But as far as technical wrestling or brawling, Stone Cold can excel at either style. And this is a straight one-on-one matchup. Disqualifications and countouts do apply. We'll have to see what type of matches these two want to have after tonight. But for now, this is a straight one-on-one matchup. And a hard right hand by Stone Cold Steve Austin rocks CM Punk. Punk into the corner. And Austin snaps off a spine buster. You can see Punk clenching at his back after that. And Austin falls up with a a textbook vertical suplex. And now the hard forearm to the back. Looks like Austin's focusing on the spine early on in this one. Sending Punk hard into the corner again. And this time Punk's had enough versus Austin. Now look at that hard kick to the spine. This time Punk dealing out the spinal punishment. He knows Austin's got that surgically repaired neck and those busted up knees. So the back seems like a good spot for him to start too. But Austin fires back with the back elbow. And now it's Punk with a snap suplex. Can the straight edge superstar sober up the beer swollen Austin? Those elbows will certainly go a long way. Oh, and what a kick to the head. Takes Austin right down to the mat. And now look at these short kicks to the face. Punk taking control of this matchup. But it's Austin now who turns things around with a reversal. Oh, and look at that clothesline. Runs down CM Punk. And now, he's stomping a mud hole in him and walking it dry, center of the ring. Brings Punk back up to his feet. And Punk slows him down with the hard knee to the ribs. And Austin now shoots him in. Big back body drop. Hey, look at this now, bow and arrow. I don't know, CM Punk probably not going to quit this early on, but going to add more damage to the spine. Oh, and there's another hellacious kick to the neck of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And oh my goodness, Austin is taking a lot of damage to the head and neck here. Oh my god, Punk just slammed the back of his head into the mat. And Punk is violently taking control of this match. But Austin refuses to lose, and there's a spinning spine buster. Oh, and that kick might have been a little low. But look at this, Punk still fighting back, hits the side Russian leg sweep. And goes right back to work on the spine. Both men seeming to find a strategy and going to work on the spine of the other man. And Austin now reverses his way out of what the Punk had in mind. And now Austin. Punch after punch from the left side right into the face. And now a big right hand. And one more vertical suplex. Wow, Punk snaps off the Hurricanrana, sends Austin flying. Punk doesn't bust that out too often these days. And my goodness, every time one man gets something going, the other cuts him off. This is turning into a back and forth matchup. More hard strikes from Austin. And CM Punk's eye has got to be starting to swell up a bit here. Blocks the shot from Austin, answers with a forearm. Mongolian chop knocks Austin into the corner. And what does Punk have in mind now? Punk up on the second rope. Tornado DDT sends Austin sailing across the ring. And right into the cover now. 1, 2, and Stone Cold Steve Austin kicks out. The Texas Rattlesnake is going to stay down for one Tornado DDT, but it's certainly not going to help his head and neck situation. Oh, and look at that right hand by Punk. And Punk now, traditional Northern Lights. Holds for the pin. 2. And Austin gets the shoulder up. And Punk now straight shots to the neck. And Austin misses wildly with a punch. And there's that snap suplex one more time from CM Punk. He's showing signs of fatigue now. Maybe throwing too much offense at once. Not going a little too fast in this matchup. And Austin out of nowhere with the running bulldog. And he thinks he might have it here on Punk. And CM Punk survives. And Austin brings the heel of his boot right into the spine of CM Punk. And oh my god, this is the match of vertical suplexes here. Austin with his vertical suplexes and Punk with his snap suplexes. Somebody called Brock Lesnar. We need the mayor of Suplex City up in this. And there's Austin, Luthez press, and the piston-like right hands. And Austin thinks that might be enough here for the cover. 2. And oh my goodness, CM Punk just barely kicks out the fourth one. Another right hand by Austin. And again. And Punk stops Austin in his tracks with the shoulder buster. And he goes right into the pin of his own now. 1, 2, and Austin this time is going to roll the shoulder out. And Austin goes hard into the corner. Knee to the gut, leaves Austin center of the ring. What does Punk have in mind here? Punk heading up top. Are we going to see the Macho Man elbow? We are. And he nails it. And into the cover now. Will this be enough? 1, 2. No. Stone Cold Steve Austin survives the Macho Man elbow. Avoids Punk's strike and hits the swinging neck breaker. And Austin goes back to work on the spine. Bow and arrow. And that's it. That's it. CM Punk could take no more damage to the back and spine as Austin wins this match by submission. Let's take a look at the highlights here. CM Punk tried to pick up the win with the Northern Lights. Austin kicked out. Austin hit the running bulldog. Thought he had CM Punk where he wanted him. 1, 2, but the straight edge superstar survived. And then, in a shocking turn of events, CM Punk hits the Macho Man elbow from the top, and everybody thinks that's going to be it. Austin survives, and then look at that, right out of that hold, Austin avoids the shot, hits the spinning neck breaker, and locks in the bow and arrow for the verbal submission on CM Punk. While Steve Austin takes the lead in this best of 5 series, picks up the win against CM Punk by submission. And what a great kickoff for Austin, turning his fortunes around by getting a win on CM Punk. Now, of course, Austin's going to have to pick up 2 more victories to win this best-of-5 series, but it's a great start for the Bionic Redneck. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm PW's Phil. Thanks for watching. You can catch shows live on Twitch, Mondays for Raw, Wednesdays for Main Event, and Fridays for SmackDown. And you can catch all those broadcasts the following week on YouTube. Just look for @PWSPhil on Twitch, Philip Kelly on YouTube, and I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the ring.